Ah, well, nangyari na ito doon sa Dumaguete. Yung unang incident talaga na hindi medyo may mga actions. I do not know if directly from the local government, but katulad ng nangyari din dito, similar case na nilagyan nila ng mga heavy equipment yung park kung saan supposedly doon kami mag prayer rally. So, nangyari sa Dumaguete, nangyari din dito ngayon sa Tacloban. Nakita naman ng lahat. It seems na they won't allow us to express ourselves, our sentiments.
Sir, follow up. Doon ba sa rally, ano ba yung major na dapat na pahayag natin sa mga taga-Eastern Visayas?
Well, ang rally is TAPS. It's for transparency, accountability, peace, and security. So, may mga sentiments kami, like a lot of us from Davao City na gustong makapagsabi kung how we feel about the current situation of the country right now. So, ayun lang naman sana. We can elaborate that kung nandun talaga kami sa, if they would only allow us, and if they would only heed kung ano yung masasabi namin. But, the aim is to express sentiments in order for us to help build this nation. It's not really na may gusto kami pabagsakin o ganon. All we are asking is to hear us out. And they don't even allow that. So, well, kung ganon, para ako as an individual, as a Filipino citizen, right now, I feel oppressed sa ginagawa nila. So, yun. Yan yung It already happened. It happened in Bulacan, in Bustos. Una dyan sana sa Malolos. Then, ni-revoke yung permit. I do not know kung bakit. Tapos sa Bustos, everybody was there. Nandyan na. And there were rumors na yung property owner may pumunta daw para pagsabihan na pigilan yung or not to let him use the property for the prayer rally. So, it was rumors, like I do not have any evidence of that, but yun yung nangyari talaga.
Last question, last na lang. Hakbang ng maisog sa mga nangyayari ito, hindi ba, it won't stop from doing hakbang maisog to really, hear your
yes, of
sentiments.
course. Kasi we will insist our constitutional right to express ourselves. It's freedom of speech lang naman. Yun lang naman talaga ang hinihingi natin. Kasi kung hindi mabigay yan, it's a simple right actually. Magsabi ka lang na kung how you feel about sa mga nangyayari ngayon. And I do believe that there is nothing wrong with that. Wala namang mali dyan. Hindi mo naman pwede pagsabihan yung isang individual, you tell somebody to shut up. Because that is very undemocratic pag ginawa mo yun.
So, do you expect that this is Leyte and Tacloban is this kind of treatment? Participating in it?
I believe so. Kasi, our sentiments are inclined towards kung ano yung sitwasyon ng country ngayon. And they are the ones who are in the administration. So, yes, probably, kung may mga movements or actions that made it hard for us to come here, get here, probably, like, I do not want to jump to conclusions.
Sinabi ng Presidente Duterte during his post na he's even willing to sacrifice his own life. I-continue lang ito sa Do you agree with that?
Well, that's his choice. Ako, di, siguro muna kasi 36 years old pa ako. Siya yun. But, like I said, during the Leaders Forum back in Davao, back in January, when I, nagsalita na ako, if you go back to that forum and listen to my speech, sinabi ko naman, handa na ako, I'm ready to die. Kasi, this is a press conference. It would be better for me to express, how I really feel kung sana may entablado where everybody is there. But, if it's for the country, then why not? Then, I will be absently raising proud children. Kung ingon na naman, kung gilaptan ko nila. So, we'll see. Pero, this is something na hindi ko kaya na hayaan lang. It's just really simple. You just have to let us, talk. Like everybody else did before this administration. It has always been a practice in the Philippines. Na kung may sentiments tayo, nagsasalita naman yung mga tao. So, ngayon, bakit hindi? It really is very frustrating. And oppressive. I will reiterate that it's a very oppressive demonstration by this administration.
The last time, sir, you called for the president to step down. Do we expect sana na you also say the same thing here in Tacloban?
I want to clarify this. Ang ingon ako, I will say it in Bisaya. Kung wala kay gugma, wala kay kaluoy sa mga tao, naog na lang. I never asked him to actually really do that. I said, kung.
Mayor, good morning. SMNI, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, sinabi po ni President BBM na wala raw nagawa Duterte administration sa Yolanda. But you're even here, sir. Before ka nag-mayor, nagkakot ka mga hinabang. Hinabang ka sa relief efforts. Your father was first here before anything else.
I do not know. It's always been like that. And not really, but, with the recent mga pangyayari or mga issues sa bansa, first, he was pointing a finger at my father na may secret agreement daw with China. And now, kung sino yung nanunuro, yun pala yung may problema ngayon. They have may questionable action sila within the DND. So ngayon, ito na naman, inulit naman ng President, sinasabi niya, parang, I cannot understand why you have to make up stories when you really have all the resources and the position, to really actually give a valid proposition for a debate. Manuro ka lang na wala yung ginawa, it's unbecoming of a president actually.
So, can we say, sir, that he is a liar?
Probably. Yeah, like just watch him, and let your senses tell you. I give the answer for you. Pero yun na nga, nanunuro ka. Pwede ka naman sayang lang yung oras mo dyan kung ganun lang yung kaya mong gawin.
Sir, good morning. Si Jasmine Bonifacio sa Eastern Visayas News. Before dun sa rally, sir, sana kahapon, may application po ba ng permit from the city government?
I suppose, meron yan. Pero I think it was denied or they did not acknowledge it.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christian. I am the Regional Secretariat of CAPS Coalition in Eastern Visayas. As far as the application, actually, we went through a multiple application. Just to give you a background on the planning, initially this was planned way back May 11 in Palo Leyte. But unfortunately, for some reason, meron daw kasabay na event. So, nag-apply ulit kami since may event na nakasabay. Same location, May 20. Reason naman noon is the vicinity, the facility is being prepared for an upcoming event for June. So, take note that June pa yung event, pero ang aming request is May 20. And then, this is a long overdue activity event na rally na gusto namin itayan. So, nag-resort kami sa paggamit ng Freedom Park kasi ang Freedom Park is no need necessary permit. So, we submitted this notice, it's not a permit kasi papalam lang namin. Sa city government, I think May 14. No risk, walang sagot, walang kahit ano. Nag-assume kami na wala namang sila magagawa, walang yes or no dito. Papatuloy kami at papatuloy. Unfortunately, 2 days before, nakita namin dahan-dahan nagkakaroon ng parking area ang RTR Park. Pumasok ang mga bulldozer, kung ano-ano. I would like to reiterate na hindi namin kinancel ang Maisog Rally because of that incident. Patuloy po kami. Na-cancel ang rally because of the bad weather. Kasi marami pong delegates ang pupunta sana, pero consider ng grupo ang kaligtasan, safety ng everyone. So, we opted to cancel the event, pero hindi po dahil sa ginawa nilang hakbang. Definitely ang Maisog Rally, ang prayer rally, will still push through. We're just trying to get the exact date at i-announce po namin yun kapag meron na kami.
Sir, your message na lang para sa mga taga-Eastern Visayas after sa nangyari dito na hindi natuloy ang rally and kung ano yung mga ginawa sa RTR Plaza.
Well, sana makabalik pa kami dito. And, well, if we really do, magbalik kami dito, kung may panahon kayo, it's your time. Adto mo, paminaw lang good mo. Wala man may ginakuan gyud. Ang hakbang ng Maisog is this is a non-violent demonstration. Gusto lang namo nga madunggan mi ninyo para makibaw mo kung unsay tan-aw namo kung unsay maingon po namo. As fairly as possible, ginabalanse man po namo ang mga panulti. Umunta nangitag away diri gyud. Paminawa lang unsay kaingon namo.
Hello po, Mayor Baste from ISDAC, Pilipinas. Mayor Baste, ano po ang inyong komento dito sa pagpapadala ng sobrang daming kapulisan doon sa RTR at hindi lang basta-basta kapulisan dahil anti-riot police po sila. May mga yantok pa at may mga shield.
Sakto naman, wala namang problema dyan kung magpadala sila ng pulis. Like if ever may nangyari, at least nandyan yung pulis. Wala namang problema. Okay lang naman yun. I'm sure yung police nandyan yung police to maintain the peace. And as I said earlier, this is a peaceful assembly. Wala man tayong problema sa ganun. Wala tayong plano na mag-amok para pasukin kung anong mga, wala ganun. Magsalita lang man. So, good job to the PNP kung nandun sila.
Sir, Mayor, good morning po. Aaron from SMNI. Earlier you have said no, that the Hakbang ng Maisog will further insist on its constitutional right. Can you further walk us through on that?
Well, ganito yan. As much as we can, we go through the formalities. So, pumunta kami doon. Sa Bulacan to nagsimula na hindi na talaga kami sa Davao kasi, siyempre, andun man ako. Then sa Davao del Norte, medyo okay man. Then, so ngayon, ang nangyayari dito sa Bulacan and sa Dumaguete, dito, walang response from the LGU. So, but, since it is a constitutional right, I think the permit is only a formality. But if you really have to, invoke your right, then you can express how you really feel. So, kung pigilan ang hakbang ng Maisog, then, like I said, we can really insist to do what we want. Within the bounds of the law. Like I said, it's a peaceful assembly. So as long as there is no damage to any person or property, then it's okay.
Good morning, Mayor. Maglalabas na lang RM and Akwaman. Sir, na-mention niyo na rin kanina na this is not the first time na mangyari na tuloy yung ipunali ninyo. Are you expecting na isinit na may mangyayari pang same incidents in other LGUs na bibisitahin niyo to conduct?
Yeah, but I cannot really tell what will happen in the future. Pero given the current trend, tingin ko, ganun din talaga. Because we're talking about the administration. So they can do whatever they can to prevent us from talking. And so tingin ko, probably, yun talaga ang mangyayari. Unless, hindi matakot yung local officials ng LGU na pupuntahan namin. If they allow us. Actually, nasa lang yan. Sa local officials ng isang lugar. If they want to not really support it, but just allow it.
Mayor, MJ ulit sa SMNI. Sir, for the record, anong comment mo dun sa movement ng PNP sa ginawa po sa mga members ng Davao City Police?
Okay lang. If they want to investigate, then they can investigate. Kasi nangyari yun, yung declaration ko on war on drugs. Hindi ko lang maintindihan talaga kung bakit sa dami-dami ng problema dito sa Pilipinas, why would you spend time and resources on somebody or a local executive that's declaring war against drugs. Parang, is it a bad thing that I'm declaring war against drugs? Ayun yung question dyan. So, bakit sobrang allergic sila sa platform na yan? It was a popular platform by the former president. And it still is a popular platform. Because the question is, sino ba gusto maging bangag o gusto maging kamag-anak mo, kapatid mo, mga tao sa communities nyo maging bangag? So that's why, as a local executive, in order for me to protect my citizens, either figuratively or literally, I will say that this city, or my city, is against it and is at war with drugs.
Hindi hinto, sir, ang mga drugs sa Davao.
Hmm?
Hindi po hihinto. Tutuloy-tuloy natin.
Well, it's a declaration. It's either you take it figuratively or literally. It is supposed to deter from individuals to go into that kind of activity. No, di ba kayo tapos?
May mga local pa ba?
Fred Baldernos from GV7. Ano po ang gusto nating ibigay na connotation sa ating buong bansa with the name Maisog? And ano ang pinupunto natin ito sa hinaharap?
Well, like I said earlier, tinawag siya na maisog kasi we are facing not really an opponent. Hindi naman kalaban talaga, pero people or a person in the pinaka-mataas na posisyon sa bansa natin. But it's not really, kung ako lang, it's not really to oppose him. It's to communicate with him. Yun ang gina-establish natin dito because we believe that we are not being heard. Eh nakikita nyo naman na hindi kami nakakapag-establish ng mga rallies recently sa mga pinupuntahan namin. And it seems that they don't want to hear us talaga. So, and it's not an easy thing. Hindi madali para for a group or for an individual to establish communication with the highest with the person in the highest position. That's why it's Maison. Matapang ba? Kung sa Tagalog pa,
Mayor Baste, Mr. Collection na lang. Duterte ay kilala po natin sa talagang galit sa mga drogista, nagwa ng drugs, si Tatay Digong. Ngayon po ay mainit ang issue sa Senado patungkol sa Pediatrics at maraming mga Pilipino po ang sumisigaw na dapat magpa-hair follicle drug test po si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Ano po ang inyong masasabi dito?
Actually, I will suggest that let the Senate do their job. Tapos tingnan nyo, because you voted for these people. Yung mga nasa Senado natin ngayon. Ilagay nyo yan dyan, then tingnan, and observe and listen to them, and tingnan nyo kung ano ang contribution nila sa issue. So, pagdating ng sunod election, mas kilala nyo na yung mga senador na yan. So, tandaan nyo na lang kung anong ginagawa nila ngayon, lalong-lalo na may mainit tayo na issue.
Okay, limit po tayo sa last three question. Nag-aantay na yung
Sige.
So last three question from the media.
Follow-up lang, Mayor Baste. Kailangan bang magkaroon ng hair follicle drug test si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos?
That's up to him. That's up to him. I cannot say that kailangan or not. That's up to him. It can be a personal choice for him.
Thank you so much.
Mayor,
Jerwin po from K5 News at Tacloban. Na-mention po yun po kanina nga about po sa yung plano po ng maisog ay para maipalabas po ang yung hinaing at saka para magkamayroon po kayo ng ano ba to? Hindi magka-communicate kayo. So meron bang hakbang ang ginagawang maisog para magkaroon kayo ng communication between you and President Bongbong Marcos?
Well, isa napansin ko lang on how they respond to sa mga demonstration na ginagawa namin. Like for example, ngayon na they have an idea kung saan yung next rally. I think the only communication that he gave us was he pointed the finger to my father, the former president, na walang nagawa dito sa Tacloban. I think that's his way of communicating to us.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, last question.
So wala nang unity, sir? Wala nang unity between you and the Marcos?
Let him answer that for you. Sila yung matubagan na. Sila yung patubagaan na.
Mayor, pwede hirit isa na lang.
Okay.
During the rally sa Davao, sinabi mo na parang naghihimutok ka dahil your father pinayagan ipalibing si former President Marcos. And then this time, parang hindi rin ibibigay yung nare-reciprocate ba yung mga ginawa nyo sa past kay ngayon presidente compared sa ginawa ng tatay mo.
Gusto ko lang balikan yung yung mga statements ko when I first came out noong January. I think kung gusto nyo lang talaga ayusin itong problema na ito, pwede niyang gawin yan. Pwede niyang gawin talaga. Yun lang. Kasama dun nga sa rally namin, kami anti-war. So, we do not like foreign military activities within our territory. Yan, medyo mahirap dyan. Pero, I cannot know. But, kung ako talaga, I want all of this to end. Kasi kung ako lang yun, I do not know kung I do not know sa tatay ko, I do not know sa kanila. I just want this to end. I just want to unit team, mas maganda sana. Nandyan pa yung unit team. But, let's see. We will always, choose peace over conflict. It's para sa lahat natin. Para sa buong bansa.
Mayor.
Okay. Thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you.